Hello learners, I'm teacher Sharon. This is Form 1 Mathematics. I'm taking you through topic 3, which is divisibility tests. And in this lesson, I will take you through divisibility tests for 5 and 10. Welcome. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to determine if a number is divisible by 5 and also determine if a number is divisible by 10. A number is divisible by 5 if the last digit of the number is either 0 or 5. Number 2, a number is divisible by 10 if the last digit of the number is 0. So it has to be 0, the last digit, for that number to be able to be divisible by 10. We have an example here where we have been told to test if the following numbers are divisible by 5, 10, or even both. So the first one is given as 13,289. We check if it is divisible by 5. We can go to our notes, and we have been told for it to be divisible by 5, it must end with either 0 or 5. But our number here ends with 9, so it means that it is not divisible by 5. For 10, we go back to the notes and we are told a number is divisible by 10 if and only if the last digit of the number is 0. So it has to be a 0 at the end for that number to be divisible by 10. And the last digit here is 9. So it means that this number is not divisible by 10. Let's check for the next number, which is 2,195. So you have 2195. We check for divisibility of 5. We have been told it must end with 5 or 0, and our number here ends with 5, so it is divisible by 5. We check if it is divisible by 10. We have been told it must end with a 0 for it to be divisible by 10, and our number here ends with 5, so it is not divisible by 10. And lastly, we have 18,900. We check if it is divisible by 5, and the condition is it must end with either 0 or 5, and our number ends with 0, so yes, it is divisible by 5. We check for divisibility of 10, and we have been told it must end with a 0, and our number ends with a 0, so it is also divisible by 10. So that's how you check for divisibility tests of 5 and 10. Thank you for listening. This is the end of this lesson.